What would happen if you combined a utilitarian form of transportation with a hippie-trippy apartment? You know, just mixed everything together, sold everything else that was unneeded, and then hit the road for a years-long adventure. Why hasn't anybody ever thought of this before? So we are considering bus life. You know, where you buy an old school bus and on the cheap you try to turn it into an RV, but in the end it costs you about the same amount of money as if you bought an RV from the factory. Yeah, that's what we're doing. But the problem is you gotta find a bus first, and it's gotta be a Goldilocks bus. It can't be too rusty, it can't be too big, it's gotta be just right. We've been searching and searching for a bus, and most of them are in really horrible condition. There's lots of things you got to do, like rebuild the body because of rust. This one has a lot of that already in place. I mean, fixed, not the rust. It's already half done. I was telling Nick the other day, I want a bus that's kind of already started, because otherwise you look at the inside, the outside, and oh my God, there's just so much freaking work to do. You ever tried to climb a ladder one-handed? Well, a lot of the work's already been done on this one. We get to play interior designer. Now, having said that, my son-in-law Sean's on the way. He's a bus mechanic. He's going to tell us, well, just how much work we got to have done inside, if any. Crossing fingers. So what am I looking at?
Heavy rust. Like right here, it's like flaking real hard. And it's getting thin, but it's actually the center here. You see where it's like rusted all the way through.
Oh,
up here.
Large chunk of not there is not good. Well, shit, I was really hoping this would. This seems like a grand time for a bit of explanation to share with you our dubious plan. You see, we spend a lot of time in Airbnbs. We spend a lot of time renting cars, and when you put them together, it gets expensive. Really, really, really expensive. So the thought is, you take your home, you take your vehicle, you put them together, and hopefully something that can squeeze into a parking lot somewhere, and voila, problem solved. So the basic plan is 1, get a bus, 2, convert the bus, 3, do something with the bus. But lest you worry, this is not the end of the channel. This is not the end of travel and experiences as you've come to know and love it. No, in fact, we're just adding to the chaos. The bus is going to give us yet another way of getting places, looking at things. We're still hopping on airplanes. We're still going to other countries. In fact, we may even be talking about driving the bus down to another country. Go us. The way I'm thinking about this is the bus it's a noun, it's an object, it's a thing. My verb, it's still experiences. And no matter how you get somewhere, it's what you do when you're there, right? You know, honestly, I am tired. I am tired of looking for buses. I am tired of not finding the right one. Problem is, I don't know how to go tell Nikki. You know, actually, I am done. I am completely done because this is actually my bus. We bought a Skoolie. God help us. So yep, after much haggling and the weirdest, absolute weirdest transaction I have ever had buying a vehicle, we own this thing. It is 22 feet from here to the back of the bus and 7.5 feet from side to side. But before I get into giving you a tour of my new home, which I barely fit in, I gotta talk about something really important. We have a serious problem in this bus, and you have a unique opportunity to help us. The problem is, it's hot. It's hot as... You know what it's hot as. It's hot! But it has no air conditioning. This bus has absolutely no air conditioning. It has heat, which we don't need. So how can you help, you ask? Well, Patreon. This video is sponsored by me through Patreon. I'm not going to spend a lot of time dwelling on this, but head on over to the link that's popping up everywhere, including the description below, and throw a few dollars our way. Help us buy some air conditioning, because I don't want to keep looking like this, and more importantly, you don't want to keep looking at me looking like this. Buy me an air conditioner, please. This is home. Now, I'm not going to be able to actually show you what home is going to look like because, well, we don't know yet. Nikki's got the graph paper out and is figuring it out, but we do know that the whole back here is going to be the bedroom. We're going to put a king-size bed back there. It's going to have a separate wall, a separate air conditioning unit, the one that you're going to help me pay for. Up through here is going to be, I think this is the toilet. Over here is going to be a shower. This will all be kitchen area, and yes, it will be huge, and this will be living area. There's a wasp in here, so don't get stung. If you ignore him, he'll ignore you. We know we want this to be like a hippie bus. We want to have so much color it looks like Randy Rainbow exploded in here. It is not going to be your generic whitewashed beige starter home looking builders. No, this is going to be it's going to be colorful. It's going to be wild. We're going to repurpose and reuse everything that we can possibly find. First thing we got to do is get all these damn seats out and get this chairlift out. And there's just so much work to do. This build will be happening over many, many months because I'm also going to be traveling because I can't work with a wrench in my hand every single day. And with that, I don't know what else to show you, but this is home. This is actually my home, sitting in my daughter's yard where her neighbors are probably going, dear God, would you please get that thing out of here? Now, once we do get started, I'm thinking maybe 2 months to get it done. Nikki thinks it's going to be a lot longer. So leave in the comments which one of us is right. Hint, it's me, really. Trust me, it's going to take 2 months. I can get it. I'm hoping I can get it done. Anyway, by the way, it's not a knit. We did come up with a name for it. This is, you ready for it? Welcome to the Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry.
So be sure and come back next week when I don't even know what I'm doing next week. Life's a little chaotic right now. I don't know when we're going to start the bus build. I don't know where we're going to start the bus build, but hey, in the meantime, watch this video that's popping up. It was the last time I did something well out of my comfort zone because, well, I just can't live like a normal human being. And with that, be healthy, be happy, and we will see you real soon from somewhere.